Yes, good afternoon, guys. Yes, my name is Zabulon Lisa Malago. I hope you are fine at home. You're safe. Please keep safe to fight this COVID together. Now, I'll be taking you in Pharmacognosy 1, and that is what we're going to start today is the survey of the plant kingdom. The kingdom plantae is just the plant kingdom which includes all plants on the earth. Typically, they consist of a rigid structure that surrounds the cell membrane, which is called the cell wall. Plants also have a green-colored pigment called chlorophyll that are very quite important for photosynthesis. Hence, they have a mode of nutrition called autotrophic. The plant kingdom is a vast group. Therefore, the kingdom is further classified into subgroups. The level of classification is based on the following. That is the plant body, the vascular system, and the seed formation. With plant body, we find that this one consists with plants which have got well differentiated structures or which doesn't have. The vascular system, these are the ones which have vascular system for transportation of substances or not. In seed formation, this one now, in terms of bears the flowers, do they bear a flower and seed or not? And if it does bear the flower and seed, is it enclosed within the fruit or not? Considering all these features, the plant kingdom has been divided into another 5 subgroups. And these subgroups are being divided into 2, whereby the first 3 belong to one group, and the last 2 are belonging to another group. So the first group or subgroup, which contains the 3 subgroups, is called the cryptogams. The cryptogams. And the second one is called phanerogams. The cryptogams contains the thallophyta, the bryophyta, and pteridophyta. And we're also finding that the phanerogams contains the gymnosperms and the angiosperms. We are asking ourselves now, what are these thallophytes or the thallophyta? These are plants that lack a well differentiated body structure. They lack a well differentiated body structure. These are commonly known as the algae. The algae and even the spirogyra. Majority of them are aquatic. All these are aquatic, they're thallophytes. They're just aquatic plants. What about this bryophyte? The bryophyta, the subgroup. These are the ones which have differentiated plant bodies like stem and the leaf structure. So this contains the stem and the leaves as structures. But remember, they lack the vascular system for transportation of substances across the plant body. They are found in both land and aquatic habitats. Hence, they are known as the amphibians of the plant kingdom. For example, the moss and the liverwort. Yeah. Let's now move to the pteridophyta. These have got a well-developed structure, such as the stem, the roots, the leaves, as well as a vascular system. An example of that are the fans. The fan is here. This is the fan plant. You've seen it somewhere. The fan plant. I'll be able to show you later about it. Those are the first three subgroups under cryptogams. Again, when we move to the phanerogams, let's start with the gymnosperms. These have got a well-developed or a well-differentiated plant body. They have got a vascular system and they bear seeds. So it contains three sections: plant body, vascular system, and seed bearing under the seed formation. The seeds of these gymnosperms tend to be very naked, which means they are not enclosed within a fruit. Yeah. The perennial and the evergreen plants, which are very woody, are the ones which belong to this subgroup. An example of them is pine. Yeah, pine is an example. I will show you where is the pine and how it's falling over there. Another part of this cryptogam, we have got the angiosperms. The angiosperms, these are also seed-bearing plants with well-differentiated plant body, and their seeds are enclosed inside the fruit. And these are flowering plants. An example are the mangoes, the Sodom apples, yeah, Datura stramonium, castor plants, those who know the castor, which contains the castor oil, yeah, and many, many more. So these ones are the ones which are divided into the monocots and dicots, the angiosperms. When we move out from monocots to dicots, mono means one, dicots means two. So what are these monocots? An example of a monocot: maize, grass. Yeah. An example of a dicot: beans. Yeah. Another one, find out. So that's the brief study of brief knowledge on this kingdom, plantae. So I'd like you guys to identify this specimen. Identify the specimen I'm providing unto you. And we are going to ensure that you group them according to those subgroups. I will assist you. I'll mention the name. I'll give you the specimen. You mention the name, and you group it according to the subgroup. Okay. So let's start. I'll pick it randomly. So be very keen. The first one is lichen. I never mentioned it, but it falls within the lower plant. These are the lichens. I hope you've seen them on the back of trees. These are the lichens. Lichens fall on the back of trees. We're going to see these are the lichens. So lichen, the first one. You are going to move out of your home. If you are living in Atushago or anywhere, just walk around. You can't miss these plants on the trees, on the back of a tree. That brown patch you will usually see on the back of a tree. Go even take a photo, just go with your biro and a paper. Draw the structure of that plant. Draw it the way it is. Draw it. Make a drawing of this. The second one, very big and very green. This one. This one is the moss. Yeah, this is the moss plant. Another part of it is here. So also walk around your home, find out what are these moss. You'll see them on the where some wet ground, and also draw them. Observe them at home, draw. Wherever you are, just find out how you can get them. They are there. Home, make a drawing and also classify it under which subgroup. Classify them under which subgroup belongs to. Yes, that's the most plant. The third one is this. The one you are seeing it over here, even it is here, it is here. The one you are seeing, yes, that one is called fan, the fan plant. Yeah, that is the fan plant. This is the fan plant. The fan plant. You're able to see it maybe along the trunk, along, where do you find it? Yeah, it's water line. You find them next to the on rocky places, but there must be some water sprinkling around. Yeah, from Mutaro, you'll find them. These are the fan plants. Walk around and see the fan. Find out the fan plant. You classify it into which subgroup does it belong to. Yeah. The next one is this one. This one. Which plant is this? This is the fan plant. Sorry, pine tree. Pine. The pine. Where does it belong to? Which group? Yeah. So classify it under which subgroup it belongs to. Yeah. Classify it. This is the pine tree. You can see it. But that's the one which contains it has got certain unenclosed seeds. I will show you maybe a picture of that and all of this. Yes. The other one I'm having here is this one. That's a flower. Hope you have seen it. Yeah, and you have seen it. This one you have seen. It's called the Sodom apple. This is the Sodom apple. I'm lacking the fruit, but it's the Sodom apple. You guys know it at home. Walk around at home. Take a photo of it. Just draw it the way it is. Then draw the pine tree. You can't miss pine at home. Then classify it in the classification. Classify it under that subgroup. So do that classification. Write which subgroup does it belong to. You draw the specimen by itself. Give it a name and the group it belongs to. Sasawa. Very good. Another one is behind me. This one is also seed bearing. It's another seed bearing plant. This one is the castor plant, which contains the castor oil. We call it the Ricinus communis. The leaves are very, very palmated, but at the moment it has already withered. You don't observe it very well, but you are seeing it. These are the fruits. The fruits are here. Yes, these are the fruits. And I hope it is also at home. So observe this plant, go draw it. Write the classification and the group. How is it? Which group does it belong to? Yeah? Yes. And also I've got a monocot. Monocot is here. The grass. This is the new grass. Yeah, the monocot. The monocot. So find out where it belongs to. Yes. So you must do this at home. The specimens I've shown you are available within your reach. So walk around, spot the specimen, and ensure that you make a good drawing. Name the specimen and write the classification where it belongs to the group. Which group? Is it a pteridophyte? Is it a gymnosperm? Is it a bryophyta? Or is it a thallophyta? So the one which I've not shown you, like the thallophyte, an example is algae or even spirogyra. I'm just showing you right now. So just get ready. You're going to see it in terms of a picture so that you can be able now to learn as we move ahead. So allow me to share with you the pictures of the ones which you have not seen. I will share with you the pictures of the plants which I have not seen here. So an example is that algae. That's an algae. I hope you have seen it. At any stagnant water, the stagnant water, we find that has a certain green layer covering the surface. Those are the algae, the green algae. And that's the one I'm talking about. Yeah, the algae. Yes. Another one which you have not seen is the spirogyra. That one, that's the spirogyra. I hope you have seen it somewhere. Also found in an aquatic area. Those are the types of, these are the an expression of algae. So you make a drawing of that, classify it, where does it belong to? Yes. And another one is this one. This is the liverwort. Yeah, this is the liverwort. Most and liverworts tend to relate each other because mostly they are found on the where the trees. These are on the ground where the most of the leaves, dry leaves of the trees are fallen, and they are able to grow over there. Yes, they tend to go to share the habitat. Mm-hmm. And let me show you more. These are also the ones which we have talked about. These ones are the lichens. Yeah, these are the lichens. You can see lichens. Yeah. I also have another one here, the one I've shown you, but there was no fruit. Oh, sorry. Uh-huh. That is the Sodom apple with the fruit. Where find out where it belongs to, classification, under subgroup. Uh, mm-hmm. Pine. Let's see. Pine. Pine tree. Yeah, that's the pine. You've seen the pine. That's the fruit of the pine. The leaves, the seeds are not enclosed. Yeah, they are naked. Naked seeds. That's what we mean. So where does it belong to? Find out. So in survey of the plant kingdom, it's a very simple activity, and that is what we are doing, so that we ensure that everything is fine and you know the origin of these medicines or these drugs. Not only big trees you're seeing around you guys are the ones which contains this medicine. Even the lower plants, that's where it started. Yeah, the antibiotics started from bacteria and so forth, and these are the lower plants where the origin of drugs started, and then later to higher plants up to monocots and dicots. So the science of pharmacognosy, the science of drugs is still going on, and a lot of studies are being done. And this pharmacognosy is an interesting unit which you should be able to embrace and learn and love it, guys. When you take it positively, it will take you positively. It's like the guy, the CS of health says, anybody can get it. I can get it, and you can get it. So if you love it, it will love you. If you don't love it, it won't love you. So embrace this pharmacognosy and love it so that you can be able to 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 be a great person outside there. You can be a good researcher, yeah, can work at Cambridge, can work in an industry, even the field collection, can be an environmental health officer, and so many careers. So you guys, I hope you are going to learn more. I'm going to love this unit, which is because it is the mother of all pharmaceutical disciplines. That is pharmacognosy. Yes. So what next? Let's find out what you're going to do. But at home, this is the assignment. Write the report of the sections I've shown you. These are the plans which are now we are learning the sources of drugs from lower plants to the higher plants. That's why we came up with the survey of the plant kingdom under the introduction of pharmacognosy. So the next practical will be the techniques of herbarium. How do we make the herbarium technique? How do you prepare herbarium? Yeah, because for you to be a researcher and carry out a study on a specific plant, you must be able to know where you make your collections of the plant material. You identify the plant by name. You pick the sample. You come and ensure that you prepare a good herbarium of the plant. You preserve it so that it shows an evidence of your work, of that research you are doing. If you want to look for the drug for corona, you cannot just come and start doing it from a fruit of a certain plant without any evidence of the plant specimen. There must be a specimen of the plant for your research. We call it the voucher specimen. As pharmacognosy is moving in the field of pharmaceutical industry. So guys, thank you so much. I hope to see you later as we proceed to carry out more experiments. The next practical after herbarium techniques, we'll study about the macroscopy. The macroscopy of the plant. That is the external features. Before we go into microscopy, we are going to study the macroscopy. Thank you, guys, and keep safe at home. God bless you. Thank you. I'm grateful for you guys.